Charles Woodson is a lock to be a first ballot Hall of Famer this year. He played 18 years, and I could read a bunch of stats, but I want to show you a 4-year window when he was the best player in the NFL from 2008 to 2011 in Green Bay. And I want to show you why he was the best player in the league. Here he is at the top against Larry Fitzgerald. There wasn't any position he couldn't play. He could defend from the right cornerback position in man coverage. He could go to the left side like he is down at the bottom against Calvin Johnson. He loved playing against Calvin Johnson. Here he is in man coverage here. No safety help. One-on-one. Great player against great player. Defending Calvin in the end zone. He had to defend Calvin twice a year during that 4-year stretch in Green Bay. And here he is in the nickel, in the slot. And you can see, even right here, when he gets thrown out of the way, look at the makeup speed that he has to catch Wade and almost come up with that interception. He could play anywhere in the secondary, including the safety position. Here he is up at the top, and he's going to end up doubling Andre Johnson here, down the middle of the field, from the free safety position. In perfect position, runs the route better than Andre Johnson, almost comes up with one of his 65 career interceptions right there. And then he could go here, almost a linebacker position, a middle safety, traveling with the tight end in motion right here. And then she's using his instincts to make the tackle on Adrian Peterson. Oh, and he could blitz. He was great off the edge. Here he is coming right here on the B gap. Here he is bringing down Josh Freeman for one of his 9 sacks that he had between 2008 and 2011. And then down on the goal line against Jason Witten, defending the goal line, keeping the Cowboys out of the end zone right here. One-on-one, no help. Probably another first ballot Hall of Famer, taking this ball away from Tony Romo and not letting Jason Witten get to it. There wasn't any position he couldn't play. And then there was just things that he loved to do. He loved going against great players. And he was smart. Here he is at the bottom against Steve Smith. Cam Newton making his second NFL start. He reads the over route right here. But he's got an eye for Cam Newton making his throw to Steve Smith. Somehow he turns around 360 degrees and takes the ball away from Steve Smith. Oh, he was smart. What a smart player he was from all those different positions. He loved covering Calvin. Oh, he loved covering Calvin. Twice a year he got to get him. Here he is, right here up the top. Errant throw, and he picks it off. And when he picked it off, he started looking like that guy at Michigan in the maize and blue, wearing the deuce, winning the Heisman Trophy. Because he could do everything in college football as well. And he showed those same skills in the NFL. But this stretch between 2008 and 2011, here he is in a stack formation against Calvin, reading the route the whole way, jumping in front of Sean Hill, picking it up. And then, once he picked it up, he was looking to score. As soon as that ball was in his hands, like first ballot Hall of Famer Ed Reed, he wanted to score every time he touched it. Sometimes he floated in the air 6 yards in order to get into the end zone. 7 pick sixes during this 4-year stretch with the Green Bay Packers. He loved Larry Fitzgerald. He got him in a playoff game. He got him in the regular season game. He jumps Fitz right here. And then he picks up a convoy. He gets to the sideline. And he becomes that Heisman Trophy winner again. The signature dive into the end zone to get the score. One thing about Charles Woodson, he was always the first one up. Sometimes his teammates had to help him up. And then he loved Steve Smith. There was about 5 guys, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, Steve Smith, right here in motion. When the back goes in motion, Charles Woodson's going to change spaces right here with the linebacker so that he can get Steve Smith on this little stutter and go in the middle of the field, and he's going to pick it and jump it right there for an interception. Consider Steve Smith one of the 5 best receivers that he went up against. And then here he is at the corner at the bottom of the screen. His effort was supreme. When Julio Jones takes this end around right here from one side of the field to the other, the effort always showed up every Sunday, every Monday night. And when they played on Thursday, the effort was always there. Watch this effort right here. Breakaway right here by the back, Jonathan Stewart. And here comes Charles Woodson. Not just to make the tackle and save the touchdown, but to strip the ball. 11 forced fumbles, saving a touchdown right there on just great effort. Always never giving up on a play. But I believe the thing that separates Charles Woodson was he was a phenomenal tackler. Look at him right now lurking on the left of your screen at safety right here. A phenomenal tackler for all 18 seasons, even when he broke his collarbone and all of that. Maurice Jones-Drew bounces out of the pack right here. And here comes Charles Woodson. Watch how low he gets right here. Like, not many people are going down to the curb to take Maurice Jones-Drew off his feet right there. Off his feet, down on the curb, as low as he had to get, knowing that low man wins in that situation. Everywhere he went. Here he is. Watch this right here. I mean, I thought his best position out of all the positions was his nickel. When he was in the slot, covering guys like Wes Welker here. I think he's the best slot defender, the best nickel back the NFL has ever seen. How many people did Wes Welker beat on this arrow route? But watch Charles Woodson, just a superior athlete, stay on his upfield shoulder, read Brady all the way, and wait for the arrow route to come back, and then make that play. Not many people could make that play between Tom Brady and Wes Welker. Here he is in the slot right here, just allowing the slot receiver to go behind him because it's a Tampa 2 defense. And against Tampa, he reads the route right here, the back, coming out of the backfield. Warwick Dunn. And he jumped it. And not just jumped it, but he went 62 yards on another pick six. Finished in the paint. From the nickel position, there wasn't anything he couldn't do. I mean, his blitzing off the slot right here. Is this a blitz or is this just a read? And then when Steven Jackson gets it, he just jumped him. Jumped him and wrestled him to the ground like a lion in the Serengeti taking down his prey. Here he is motioning with the tight end. All right, tight end's going to go in motion. Big rivalry between the Vikings and the Packers. And then just a feel right here, not to get blocked, never to get blocked. Nobody could block him in there. He would lead the team in tackles from that position. One of the things that separates him. Here's the tight end in motion again. Here he goes in motion with him. And then, watch, bam, from there. I mean, somebody was trying to block him right there. He just beats the block and takes the back. Cadillac Williams right off his feet. What I loved about Charles Woodson when he made a tackle, as quickly as he made the tackle, he was always up on his feet. Never slow to get up. First one up. The vision and the instincts. Here he is off the ball in the slot. But watch him just read this play. His receiver's going to run a sit route. But he reads Matt Stafford right here. And he jumped the little stick route for another interception. In this 4-year stretch, he had 25 interceptions. A lot of them right from that nickel position. He's just so disruptive. Here he is at the line of scrimmage. He's just going to beat the blocks. This is supposed to be a toss crack. They're trying to get the guard out. And he beats both blocks right here, and he makes the forced fumble on Ahmad Bradshaw, beating 2 blocks, and then the celebration was on. Charles Woodson, right here, double the outside receiver, right? They get the ball here to Williams right here. And here he is with the strip sack. I mean, big play down the field. Strip sack right there. I mean, forced fumbles, sack, strip sacks, interceptions for touchdown. Unbelievable plays being made by Charles Woodson over and over again. I'll finish it right here because he loved going up against Calvin Johnson. I'm going to say 24 plays here in this celebration of Charles Woodson being a first ballot Hall of Famer because he's going in as a Raider. He started as a Raider, went to the Super Bowl as a Raider, and he finished as a Raider, and he wore 24 as a Raider. So for the 24th play, I have him picking Matt Stafford and finishing in the paint, like so many other times that he did. Unbelievable career, 18-year career for Charles Woodson. But these 4 years in Green Bay, as good as any player in the league. And I think the best nickelback of all time as he strikes the Heisman pose one more time. The great Charles Woodson, I believe, is going into the Hall of Fame on the first year he's available.